Cigars and their benefit for business. The charm of cigars and the benefit of business. We have here Honorary Advisor of Japan Business Consulting, former Consul General of Japan in Barcelona, Mr. Naohito Watanabe. He is going to be talking about the charm of cigars and their benefits for business. He will be talking about cigars in Miami, the muse of cigars, a cigar curriculum, his cigar and business, history of tobacco, the spread of cigars to Europe, the charm of cigars, episode of cigars, and his conclusion.
Thank you. The photo. Well, we are in the imaginary smoking lounge of the Japan Business Consulting in Miami. It's comfortable, right? With a cigar. Next photo. As you know, Miami has all the conditions to enjoy cigar smoking, such as the bright sun, blue sky and sea, and white sand beach, adequate humidity, a comfortable breeze of 100% of oxygen that shakes the green palm trees, and many luxurious cruiser ships and supercars, and very sophisticated cityscape as world-class resort. Bright, cheerful, and open atmosphere, maybe by Hispanic population, and many cigar shops in Little Havana, Miami Beach, Coral Gable, Coconut Grove, etc. Cigars suit ladies very well, as you, Mrs. Honor, who are very chic, gorgeous, and passionate. In order to enjoy the cigar, there is no distinction of age, gender, occupation, social status. And this photo is the world-famous and greatest supermodel of all time, Linda Evangelista. She is the muse of cigars, and she is the strong icon of cigar smokers. She loves good cigars. She smoked the Cohiba Panateras and Cohiba Robusto, and she liked the smell of cigars too. She once said that it is like sharing a nice bottle of wine. It is comforting. When you pick up one, whatever you are doing changes for the better. And when you smoke, you are always doing it with friends. And this photo is a photo of Linda in Cigar Aficionado, where she is beautiful and shining with a cigar. Next photo. And I want to explain about my cigar curriculum. I was a former Consul General of Japan in Barcelona and now Honorary Advisor of Japan Business Consulting. And I have been smoking cigars for almost a half century. Before, I used to smoke one cigar per day, but now only on the weekend I smoke one or two cigars. But I always have a cigar in my hand or in my lips. And this photo is the Cigar Culture Club. I founded this club, the Cigar Culture Club, within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs long time ago. And the club decorated the pages of the first issue of men's fashion magazine. You can observe the atmosphere of cigar smokers in 90s in Japan. It's very interesting. And the next photo. This is a photo of world competition of pipe and cigar. Cigar smokers have the worldwide network. Once I participated at this world competition of cigar celebrated in Figueras, Spain. The competition consists in smoking the cigar as much as you can, but without dropping ashes within 1 hour. And I got fourth place in the world, fourth place.
Wow.
I'm very proud of it. And this year, the competition was held in Poland. Next. And cigars are very useful for business. After work, drinking outside the office, drinking the beverage and having the dinner. Having the dinner is an intrinsic part of work culture of Japanese and other countries, right? And in this time, many promotions and contracts and deals are unofficially finalized during this informal meeting with alcohol beverage in hand. And also sometimes these informal meetings are held with cigars. And smoking the cigar, you can share at least 1 hour with business partner or big person, and you can hear the valuable opinions and do the business informally. It's very useful for the business. And I think the cigars are very useful instrument for the diplomacy too. You can gather informations with network of cigar smokers. When I was working as a diplomat in the Latin American, Ibero-American countries such as Nicaragua, Ecuador, Uruguay, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Miami, and Barcelona, I could form a wide network of contacts by smoking cigars. So I could become the correspondent member of a Nicaraguan Academy of Language and honorary member of Royal European Academy of Doctors, and I could see the deep academic world. You know that cigar trains your eyes to be able to see and appreciate the people and the world. Next, let's see about the history of cigars. Cigars have a long history and traditions. It is said that the variety of tobacco, nicotine rustica, has originated in the Andean highlands. The tobacco leaves have been cultivated by indigenous people of Latin America since ancient times. And the next photo is among indigenous people of Latin America, tobacco was used in the religious rituals by priests. Smoking the cigar, they go into the stance of trace, trance states, and communicate with the extraordinary world and gods. And the tobacco leaves were also used as medicine to cure cut, swelling, migraine, stomach ache, insect bite, suppository, or asthma, or rheumatism, etc. And the next photo with Columbus, the discoveries of new continent in 1492. Yeah. Cigars are spread to Western Europe. The subordinate of Columbus, Rodrigo de Jerez, and his interpreter Luis de la Torre brought back the cigars from Cuba and introduced the custom of smoking cigar to Europe. But Rodrigo de Jerez was imprisoned by the Inquisition for spreading the sinful and infernal habit of smoking cigars. Oh, it's a history. And next photo. This is the book of Cigar as Medicine, written by Monardes, the medical doctor of Sevilla, Spain, in 16th century. It's a bestseller book. It's interesting to know that in that time, Latin American products were considered as barbaric, but the cigar has spread very rapidly in Europe because the tobacco was positioned as medicine in the Western medical system. Now, next, yes. Let's talk about the charm of cigars. It's a photo of rolling cigars. Cigars have a truly mysterious charm. Mother Earth's blessing and the concentrated human labor and crystallization of long time experience and craftsmanship. And you can enjoy cigars in 3 phases, 3 layers. First, as rich solid. Second, as liquid, which mixes with saliva. And third, as mellow gas in your lips, tongue, and palate, and nasal cavity. You will feel the material satisfaction and the spiritual joy, the exaltation, and the sense of freedom, the deepening philosophical souls, and expanding imaginations. It's an ecstasy of soul and body that is almost sensual. And that is really a moment of bliss. If you smoke cigar, everybody can be free. You can become a poet, butterfly, flowers, moon, or king, or visionary. There are many world-famous writers and poets who have told interesting stories in the path of a cigar, such as Thomas Mann or Ruben Darío. Next photo. This photo is the President Kennedy of the United States smoking cigars. There are 19 United States presidents who smoke cigars. And you know that in the United States, you cannot smoke the Cuban cigar, good Cuban cigars, because of the trade embargo against Cuba in 1962. The President Kennedy asked the press secretary Pierre Salinger to secure 1,200 Cuban cigars, petit Atman, for himself just before signing the trade embargo against Cuba on February 1962. So he smoked the last cigars in the United States. And the next photo is the image of smoking cigars of Churchill of Great Britain. Gave the sense of security as a tough and indomitable leader who doesn't hesitate in time of crisis for the British and the world during the Second World War II. Okay, next. Final. Life is more fun with cigars, and feel free to smoke the cigars when you want to relax or have fun or to meditate or to find happiness in your life. You will get the deep satisfaction, joy, and relaxation as you smoke. All the greatness of the life come to you, because cigars are full of secret of life. What kind of secret? It is secret. Nevertheless, it is better not to think about smoking cigars after becoming great, because when you want to think that you have become great, you don't have enough time left in life to enjoy smoking cigars. So life is short, and young people become elder people. Challenge whatever you want to challenge and do whatever you want to do. And so smoke the cigar as you want. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Watanabe-san, for all this information and all what you have shared with us. Now, if you're okay, I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
Yes.
So, Watanabe-san, what are your favorite cigar brands?
Brands.
And why do you prefer them?
Oh, I love Coiba, Lancelot, and Coiba Robusto because they are very rich and profound taste that it's very hard to find here in the United States. So now I'm smoking this kind of cigar, the Gurkha cigar, Long Abuelo. it is infused with rum, so very rich flavor it has. And this kind of small but fat cigar, NAM cigar, 60 by 64 inches and 5 inches. It's a good cigar, and in only almost 30 or 45 minutes I can smoke. So now I'm smoking those two cigars.
How interesting. You were talking about the regulations of the cigars in the United States, particularly the ones from Cuba. How about the regulations in Japan?
Oh, regulation. Oh, it's free to smoke Cuban cigars and cigars of all over the world, Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, and Cameroon, all sides. So we can enjoy the cigar without any restriction.
Oh, okay. So there are many different brands coming from different countries in Japan.
In Japan, and I want to contribute to the export of cigars from the United States to Japan with the help of this Japan business consulting.
Yes, that's why I wanted to know, how do you see the role of the cigars nowadays in terms of networking and deal making, especially in Japan?
Oh, networking. It's very interesting to have the friends by this kind of network of cigar smokers, because in sight of smoking there comes many people from different fields, and you can exchange very interesting opinions, and you can widen your views about the people and the business and the life and the world. So it's very stimulating to smoke the cigar in the business scene and in the life.
And what trends have you seen currently, especially in the cigar market? What trends?
Trends. Trends. Yes, I was here in 2006 to 2009 as a Deputy Consul General of Japan in the Consul General of Japan in Miami, and I noticed that the variety of cigars has widened very much. Now I can remember all the names of the cigars. There are so many new brands of cigars, so it's very difficult, but it's a good thing. The choice of the consumer has widened. And the trend is that this kind of fat cigar is very popular now. And the cigar of the black color cigars, now I see many in many cigar bars. So it's the trend, right? And anyway, there are much more variety of cigars for consumers. It's good.
I assume that would also imply different ranges of prices as well.
Oh yes.
In terms of the cigars.
There are so wide range of the prices, but $5 and $20, and the Cuban cigar and the Nicaraguan cigars are very expensive nowadays. The Padron are very expensive, right? And this kind of Gurkha cigar is a very good cigar, but this has a very expensive cigar, almost $1 million one cigar. And Gurkha cigar is covered with the gold, and one puff will cost almost $1,000. So there are many variety of the price of the cigars.
Now, if you may, one last question, a little bit difficult. What future do you see for the cigar industry for the next decade, especially with now the global health concerns and changing social media trends?
Health. Oh, but cigar is very good for the nature. If you drop your cigar in the soil, the cigar returned to the soil, and it's very natural, and the cigar don't contain the nocive elements, and cigar naturally increase the happiness of the people, and it's contribute to the SDGs objectives, SDGs, no, social development, and naturally the cigar is very expensive with a tariff and with the tax of luxury tax, many things. So it is the fountain of the revenue for the states and the countries. So it's contribute to reactivate the employment of the workers and incentivate the industry, and it's incentivate the economy of the country. So I think it is very good, and as I explained, it is very related with the long history of humankind. So it's a culture of humankind, and it's necessary to know about this interesting and mysterious world of cigar.
Definitely, I agree with you. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for being with us. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.